industry conference when American and European experiences are compared and discussed in order to decide on the future of paintball. We're also here to have fun, where the high point is the players' party, followed by all-night clubs for the party animals only, as tomorrow is final day. The Russian Legion team has just reached the finals in excellent style, and they've won their 3 semifinal matches, eliminating teams such as Dynasty. They find themselves in the finals against the American team SC Ironmen. 3 consecutive victories at the recent NPPL and Millennium tournaments. This team is in tip-top condition at the moment. The Russians have made the most progress of all the European teams with very professional coaching and budgets in line with their ambitions. The Russians take the central pyramid immediately with 1 player. The Russians advance, moving forward very quickly, and reach the horizontal cross using a sideways maneuver. They increase the pressure and take the angles. An SC Ironman player is hit, and the Russians now attempt to eliminate the enemy one by one, while the Americans are locked in a defensive position. Now watch carefully. 2 different strategies are about to meet head-to-head. The Americans put all their strength in the lateral snake, while the Russians, holding the apparently key positions, decide to push forward via the central pyramid and horizontal cross. A Russian player is eliminated, proof that the SC Ironmen's position on the wings is advantageous. The Russians eliminate another American, leaving 2 on 2. The match moves on very quickly now. The SC Ironmen decide to attack, and a player reaches the horizontal cross. He finds a blind spot and moves carefully forward while shooting a Russian. Then another Russian player carelessly moves to one side and is shot down too. So it's victory for the SC Ironmen in this final match.
Very good marshalling, ugly ducklings, as always. Very interesting field, like it. Some new players, young players, fresh blood, so to say. Again, much more technically advanced. Work a lot on techniques and also work a lot on condition.
In the amateur category, the French team Scalp, wearing red, is one of the best European teams. They worked their way through the prelims, losing only 1 game, and found themselves in the finals against Malera. At the break, neither team loses a player, and Scalp immediately takes the central cross, which is regained by Malera practically immediately. Scalp dumped the front Malera attacker in the first minutes of the match, confirming their superb style. Malera is a Norwegian team. They're very impressive for their first year in the amateur category. They show great mobility, and their player moves to the side to join his teammate under the cross. They know that controlling this unit guarantees a superior position. One of the Scout players is still waiting under the X, sufficiently hidden to be sheltered from his 2 enemy players. Every millimeter counts, and the refs have to be on the ball. The ambush player is hit. Scalp loses the pyramid, and that leaves 2 Malera players in the center. At last, a French player reaches the cross and shoots the 2 opponents, but he is immediately eliminated himself. It's 4 on 4 after this phase of the game. Malera challenges the ref's decision and declares that they hit the opponent first, but the marshal confirms his decision that action was made simultaneously. A scout player reaches the cross while another player is run out of paintballs. He comes forward to fill up. The Norwegians are to the left of the field, and the game is about to turn completely. Scalp will eliminate the corner in no time, but both players are hit. The French captain charges the enemy corner without noticing a second enemy player just behind him, but it's too late. The next few minutes are really incredible. Everything happens so quickly. A scalp thinks he's alone. Meanwhile, his opponent is hunting him down. Each player goes back to his camp. Malera misses Scalp. They both lose their heads a little, and the end of the match becomes very intense. The ref checks the results, and the verdict is final. It's a tie, as both players were hit. On the other side are the Doritos, where you can attack hard. The center is huge, everything you need. For a defensive team, it's less good, but for an attacking team like us, it's perfect. Here you're going to see a perfect example of a final match between two teams who are both masters of their art. On one side, the Russian Legion, the only European team who reached the finals, playing against the reigning champions, the Americans, Bob Long's Ironmen, who have played faultlessly up till now. This much-awaited game starts, and one Russian player is eliminated off the break. The Americans are on the defensive, with the firm intention of shooting a lot of paintballs during this match. The two teams reach the horizontal cross and know that the opponent is on the other side, but the Americans are shooting blindly and prevent the Russians from advancing. The Russians lose the left corner and move to replace it. They hold the center for the moment, and that's a very important strategic advantage. At this moment in the game, there are 4 Russians left against 6 Americans. 2 shoot each other by the horizontal cross. That leaves 3 Russians against 5 Americans, and the Russians lock in on the defense and hold still. But the last 3 Russian players are in corners and behind the central pyramid and can lock the game in a strong defense. The Ironmen move in for the kill. They're led by their captain, Bob Long, a quality tactician and outstanding coach. Their strategy consists of finding specific positions and blind spots that no one else thinks of. There are 3 Russians left, 1 on each left and right corner and another in the center. Look how carefully the American inches forward. But he's already in the Russian sight. They are great strategists and always so difficult to dislodge in defense. There's only 1 minute left of the game, and the Russians don't seem to want to make anything easy for the Americans. So Bob Long is going to play crosswise. He hits the Russian corner, and the match gains momentum. Look right at the back. A player makes an 80-meter sprint, and the Russians haven't seen a thing. The game is all but won. All the Americans have to do is make a run for it to reach the enemy camp. The flag is snagged only 2 seconds before the 10-minute deadline.
Got one right, Kev. Kev, take your time. You're trying to fight him left-handed. He's right-handed. He's going to beat you.
Very hard. They're a very good team. We took a lot on them. They tried to take it back from us. We took it back from them.
and it just ended up in a little bit of bunker war at the end. They're a very, very, very good team.
The German team All-Star Red are heading for the European champion title in the novice division. Here they are in the final against the French GPS team in a particularly intense match. Both teams are attacked off the break, and a GPC player reaches the horizontal cross first. He's joined almost immediately by an All-Star Red, who is instantly followed by a second player. A second French player reaches the center. It's 2-on-2, spying on each other from various places around the horizontal cross. The GPCs take the initiative and a big risk by charging at the two German players. Mission accomplished, but one is hit himself during the action. On each side, the players find new positions and two players wipe each other out. New positions again, and two more players are eliminated in the same way. This breaks the deadlock, and the All-Star Red have quite an advantage as there's only one French player left on the field. He's in the back left-hand corner. Victory can no longer escape the Germans, showing that the novice team's energy can really make an exciting final.
In the space of a few years, the seven-man World Cup in Toulouse in the south of France has become one of the main events on the European paintball circuit.
We got a front play on the pyramid on the right, and we could get all the angles and the spots on the left side and shot everybody out.
The sport grows every year. It's going to grow even more once television really starts to get a hold of it. The tournaments are still better here. They look a lot better. We're trying to duplicate that in the States.
I would say we estimate that there was probably 7.5 million players last year that played paintball. Paintball is seen in big stores like Walmart, Kmart, Sports Authority.
Paintball is now the fourth most important extreme sport in the United States, and its rules are firmly established.
The judges, I might have got confused with the signal. I thought they called him out, so I stopped. And then he went down crouch, so I was going to shoot him, and the judges yelled at me. Maybe the language barrier, I got confused. But it was a good dead man's walk, good try.
Ground zero guy runs past him, good game, man. And as soon as he turned his back, shot him in the back because he's still a live player. That's why this shit all broke loose, because nobody understood what was up. And we got control of it, it's cool.
At Toulouse, they do things in a big way. During the three-day tournament, over 100 teams, including 12 from the professional leagues, will be playing on the stadium's 5 excellent fields. After a swift series of play-out matches, 8 teams will qualify as finalists. Although the sport originated in the States, Europe has greatly improved the spectators' view of the game with its arena-style stadiums. The aim of the game is to search for a flag in the opposing team's territory and bring it back to base. Players are eliminated as soon as they are touched, and body contact is prohibited. Strategy mainly consists of opening up firing angles in order to hit an opponent. And as the markers can spit out 10 balls per second, which is 200 per minute, things move along at a really fast pace.
2,900 PSI in the bottle, and I can go to 4,500. So then I can shoot about 1,600, $50 for a box of 2,000 paintballs. It's pretty expensive.
Paintball newbies have to spend around €150 or $130 to buy their mask, marker, and paintballs. The simplest way to get into the sport is to spend about $30 for a one-day introductory session.
Shots, they're out. We get shots, we can practice again, we can play the game. I don't think it's useful in real combat. It's something different. The velocity of the balls are not the same as a real bullet.